Hello everyone, this is Perky Nihilist, and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. We're doing a little bit of a test this time. Not just a test, it's a stream as well. But I'm trying out 1080p and 60 FPS for the first time to see if my system can handle it. The gameplay is looking pretty smooth. So let's get right into the car mechanicking. Controlling the car feels loose, and running gear problems. Those both sound like running gear problems. A Royale Bianco. Okay, I am noticing a little bit of stutter. Yep, FPS dropped down into the 30s. So for future, maybe dropping this one down to 30 FPS. Kind of a shame. You would think 16 megs of RAM and a 980 GTX 980 would be sufficient to the task, but apparently not. Okay, none of the running gear in the front stands out as horribly bad. Let's take a look in the back. That sway bar link looks pretty rough. Let's pop it off and see what we find. Oh yeah, that's the part. Say, I wonder if we have enough experience to get the tablet yet. That would be lovely. Nope, but we will soon. There you go, shiny new part. I know that's not at all the way you're supposed to put those on. Video game convenience just kind of overrides sometimes when I'm not thinking. I try to do it the right way when I can. Alright, another $50. We're really rolling in the cash. Yes, wait, nope. I want the tablet first. After the tablet, repair. The sooner we have a good repair score, the sooner we can have a go at making our own cars. Go away, jobs I can't take. Okay, new timing parts. Let's get something different. Belt tensioner, timing belt, water pump. Belt tensioner, timing belt, and water pump I4, I'm pretty sure it was. Wow, is this really the advanced profile? Did I choose the right one? I mean, I must have. I don't have another account that's in this state, but these are... My friend, I think you've been robbed, and someone has replaced your belts and parts with these horrible ones. Because I don't see how a shiny new engine like this can have these parts in it. And your shot timing belt. I've turned up the music this time. When I looked at the video and listened to it after the last one, I could barely hear the music at all, so hopefully it's a little more audible this time. All right. Good to go. And let's sell off these busted up parts. What's my XP at? How good was that? No new points to spend. Right. Running gear again. Unfortunately, there's just a lot of running gear and brake jobs to do until you unlock enough repair skill to actually have a good chance of repairing parts. Before then, rebuilding cars is just going to waste a lot of your money. Okay, do they tell us? Nope, just 3 parts are bad. Well, for starters, that tie rod looks pretty shot. Was it one of the parts? It was. Okay, let's go take a look at the back. Huh. Maybe that's looking pretty rough. And it was. Can't see that bushing to tell if it's bad. That bushing looks pretty rough. There we go. Tablet. So much more convenient. Bushing! You go through so many of them, I just buy them by the dozen. Except I think I just bought 10, but whatever. Okay. And we needed a tie rod. And a rear shock absorber cap. Probably the worst job in the game is when you get somebody coming in with a car that's basically rust and bolts and nothing else, and you have to figure out which of the extremely rusty parts is the bad one. Like they're all bad, but there's one that's worse than the others. Alright, on your way. And that's 1600 XP, so a couple more jobs and we can start unlocking the repair skill. Timing parts on both, so I guess we'll take this one. Alright, are you just telling me? You're just telling me, and it's the same stuff as last time. Tensioner, timing belt, and water pump. Okay, let's get through a camera, work with me. Okay, tensioner. Are you sure you don't want me to fix that air filter for you? Replace it? It looks like it can use it. Except in this game, an air filter that's going bad is completely coal black. Kinda like that. And good to go. One more job like that and we'll get another point. Apparently, we're having a plague of timing issues. So, if I had to choose, would you rather 60 FPS at 720 or 30 FPS at 1080p? Because I think I can do one or the other, but both in this game engine seems to be a little too much. Okay, game, give me a different job. It's the same job over and over again. I mean, I'm going to get faster and faster at it, which is nice, but a little variety is a good thing. Okay, and done. Again. Oh, hooray! Something besides timing issues. find a water pump. It would have been timing issues, water pump. And let's just decline everything. Hopefully there will be something new when we get back to it. Okay, what's wrong with you? Running gear control and repair. Controlling the car feels loose. Well, there's your problem. Alright, you first. Then you. And we'll leave the magic floating shock absorber spring up there, because we don't need it for this job. Okay, that's... How is that not all the parts? Those things were wrecked. Oh, it was all the parts for that job. That means the back must have some issues too. Oh yeah. And I see a bushing that's shot as well. Okay, mate, how did you do this to your car? Because that was not normal wear and tear. Okay. Front steering knuckle, inner tie rod, rear upper suspension arm. Let's just grab a few of those. Steering knuckle A. And a steering bark and a sway bar. Link. Should have checked on that one before I bought one. That was one of the ones I stocked up on. Oh well. Oop, hold on. Have that 80% part that belongs to you. You don't get free parts. There you are. Alright, we're good. Except for the not having the wheel on. Let's take care of that. Alright. Now you're done. And I have enough XP for another point. Tool repair. Not tool repair, part repair. Okay, now what do we got? Brakes. We haven't seen brakes yet. We'll take that one. Ooh, an Echo's Cobra. Why would you get a car like this and then paint it that color? It's like a really shiny turd. Oh dear. Okay. Do you give us a part list? You do. Belt tensioner, timing belts, water pump pulley. Belt tensioner. Timing belts. Water pump pulley. And the brake system must be discovered. Well, I see part of the problem right there. And let's have a go at repairing things. That's beyond our abilities. Too broken. Belt tensioner off. Okay. Oh, I see some brake problems there. So up you come. Still have some more brake problems hiding. That brake system looks pristine. That one does not. Still another part to discover. That brake pad. All right. Brakes. New one of those. Couple of those. Couple of those. Oops. Now for the expensive parts. Okay, that's the brakes. Now for the engine. Alright. Ah, crap. I bet some of you were yelling at the screen for that one. Pixel, you forgot to do the timing belts. Okay, you're not coming free because these are attached. Nope. Oh. No, because you're attached still. Just blending right into the background. There we go. Yeah, those didn't have to come off at all. Okay, we're getting back there. Alright, are we fully reassembled? All good. Okay. Get on out of here. What? No points, even after all that? Close though. Alright, what do we have next? Get these out of the way. Running gear problems, engine oil, and sloppy steering. But it's a Mercedes, so let's try that one. Okay, what do you tell us? Oil and filter, and parts not discovered. Oh my. Finding the bad part in this mess is going to be tricky. Alright, up you go. So I find if you look up as high as you can and aim just a little bit under the fuel valve, or the oil valve plug, you'll usually line it up right. Otherwise, if you try to just eyeball it, it can get tricky. Alright. Right, that's the oil filter. Now to find the running gear problems. I'm thinking you look pretty bad. No. %41. Yikes. No, you pass. Sloppy car steering. Those tie rods look fine. Those look fine. Relatively fine. Wait, that's the brakes. Alright, let's look at the back. Aren't you always the culprit? No, not always. But more often than it seems like it should be, although this is probably just confirmation bias playing in. Yep. That was one bad part. This bushing? I don't know, that bushing looks pretty rough. Let's pop it out and have a look. Wasn't it? Not that. I usually just do that by eye, but this one's tricky. This is what makes expert mode hard. Sway bar, it's one of the better parts over here. Alright, let's take off a couple of parts, see if we can see something. This one's tricky. Oh, you know what I didn't check? Probably should have been the first thing. I didn't check the power steering. Wasn't the power steering. Drat. Now watch me forget to put the power steering back in. Try to send the car out with no power steering. It's really reaching that point where I just want to strip it all off, and you'll find the part eventually. Sloppy steering. They wouldn't be talking about the shock absorbers. And the steering rack doesn't look bad enough to be needing replacing in this car. But I'm starting to be stumped, so let's try it and see. Outer tie rod. Really? They didn't look that bad. Awesome. Problem found. Oh wait, I bought a bunch of those, so we're good. Buy a few of those. Now let's put this mess back together. Nope, nope, nope. You don't get one of my good parts for free. This actually reminds me of a repair that had to be done to my car one time. It's a little old Honda Civic, and the car was pinging every time I made, I think it was a right-hand turn. Turned out to be an inner tie rod that had cracked, and at the time I knew even less about cars than I know now, and I made the oh so insightful comment of, really, that tiny part being broken made that much difference. You know, the kind of comment that drives me nuts when it comes from somebody about their computer, because I'm very much a computer person. Which makes the whole getting into Car Mechanic Simulator even weirder. Okay, car coming down. And let's put the power steering and everything else back in. Come on, camera, work with me. Alright. And oil. Assuming that the oil doesn't run through this thing like a sieve. Perfect. Alright. XP is enough for a point. 60% chance to repair. And let's get rid of this crap. And a couple of these parts might be salvageable. Let's have a go at it. Oh, I broke that brake caliper and that water pump, but I did manage to salvage a caliper. And an ABS pump. That was nice. That is a pricey piece. Well, we're creeping up on the 1 hour mark. We've made a fair amount of progress. We've bought a couple of cars. Bought a couple of skill point upgrades. We have a 60% chance to repair, so we're eking up towards the ability to buy cars from the auction center and actually start fixing them up for money instead of just doing work for other people. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time, and I hope that your road to oblivion is a happy one today. Take care, everybody.